everyone, first time I've ever done this. Just thought you'd come and join me while I have a go at putting some drills on my canvas. And yes, I am still doing my stag. Yes, it is taking some time. I'm not the fastest, but I do enjoy doing them. Yeah, it's got a stag with, I don't know if it's supposed to be a baby by the side of it or whether it's supposed to be a deer by the side of it, but it is beautiful. I've got to, you can't quite see, just here, see my finger there, that's where I've worked down to there, so I've turned it right round so I can work down in this corner. And if you see over here, you can see the antlers are starting to look very pretty, very pretty. So I thought, well, I'll have a go at videoing while I work along doing this. So don't look too closely because I'm not perfect. I do wear glasses to do it, but there's that bit of a red on there. But I'm not, I can't get it all off, it'll be fine. Excuse me. I just put them on. Sometimes I get them spot on, but I can't see any circles, so I'm sort of, you have to sort of guess roughly that you're doing central. So I have decided that I will do this checkerboard form. Hang on, let's put a bit more of that up. Oh, that peg just snapping a bit. Never mind. Yeah, so I'll try this. That one's got a bit of black on it. That will annoy me. Something chronic, so that's got to come off. And into my little, I've got a little pot by the side of me with all the. This isn't all the trash from this one. It's all the trash from all the ones I've done, because I'm going to put them in a little bottle to go in my bathroom once I've finished. Well, that's the plan. Now, one of them clear little bottles you get, sort of that big. I thought it'd look nice. So how's everybody's day going? As you can probably tell, I've still got my bad chest. So if I start coughing, I do apologise. I'm trying not to. So I'm hoping it will start to come from there. I can clear it. I've got nasal stuff and everything, but nothing's clearing it off my chest at the moment. So once that happens, hopefully it'll decide to do one and off it'll trot. So yeah, I am enjoying this one. And if you see this, that it's on, this is a tabletop craft desk. I think that's what it's called. And you can put it at multiple levels of angle, whatever you. I saw somebody on one of the Facebook pages had put that they'd got one in their Hobby Lobby, is it? So I thought, oh, we're bound to have something similar here, because I thought it was a great idea. Because I did start to get a bit of neck ache leaning over. So I went into our Hobbycraft here in the UK, and they had, and I didn't know about, they had an A3 one, which was, let me get this right, £20, or an A2 one, which this is an A2, for £25. So I thought for £5 extra, I might as well go for the bigger one. And I'm glad I did, because it is a nice size. And also my daughter, who's a fantastic artist, she's only 14, but she's so good. She can also use this when she's doing some of her artwork, because she's off school at the moment for, well, till the 19th. She had an operation on her foot January the 11th, and they won't let her go back to school because it's in plaster. And instead of having your foot like that, she's got hers like that, plastered, for the tendons and the muscles that they've had to cut through to heal, have time to heal. So she's been off school, so she's been doing work at home. So we've got school to send some work home for her so she doesn't get behind. So, and she loves art, so she's been doing the artwork that she's got to do, but she's been doing extras, so she likes this board because it's can put it at a nice level to draw on, so it's yeah, very useful. So yeah, I didn't think £25 was a bad price. Well, not for the UK anyway. So yes, I do like it. Yeah, so Millie's off to the 19th. She goes back to the consultant then, and hopefully he will say that she can, maybe if the plaster cast comes off and she goes into a boot, go back to school, because she's missing her friends, although they come and visit, but it's not quite the same. I don't think she's missing the school, but just her friends. So she's hoping he'll say, yep, I'll put a boot on you and you can go, just be careful, because they are worried. They said any knocking on that foot and it'll snap it again, and she'd have to have it redone again, which we don't want. So that's why they've kept her off school for so long. So yes, that's the news with her. I've got another daughter, Jessie. She is 11. Yeah, she just turned 11, gone up to high school. She's got Tourette's. She hasn't got the swearing type at the moment, thank goodness. But she's a lovely girl. If you look back on some of my videos, you'll see the girls on them. And she's quite funny, Jessie is. She's got a great sense of humour. And then I've got an older boy who is just turned 17. I don't know whether it's a typical 17 or not, but you know, doesn't want mum to know anything about anything. So I always kept in the dark about everything now. He says I don't need to know these things. But he's a lovely lad, and he's gone off today to see some friends, because he's in sixth form, but he doesn't go in on a Monday. So he got his granddad, phoned his granddad and said, Granddad, can you take me up to Welshpool, which from his granddad's house is, what, 31 mile? But it meant Grandad had to travel 10 mile in the opposite direction to pick Joshua up, and then travel back 41 mile or whatever to take him to Welshpool, and he's going to hang about there and then bring him back. But Nanny's gone as well, so him and Grandad and Nanny are going to go shopping and have a look around Welshpool while he goes and meets some friends. Because he didn't ask me, because he knows what I'd say. I'd probably say, nope, find a bus timetable and use the buses. But to be fair, he never asks anything, so... And I think Grandad was quite chuffed that he asked him if he'd do it. So, yeah, he's off for the day, so it's quite quiet here. The dog sat on the stairs. I've got a cockapoo, which is Cavalier Poodle, called Lily. And she's probably on, if you look back on my videos again, you'll probably see her. She's beautiful. But she can't understand where everybody's gone. She gets used to Saturday and Sunday, everybody coming and going. And then Monday it's like, well, why are they all disappeared? Why have they gone? Why aren't they here? They should be here. I want my cuddles. I want somebody to look after me and play with me and chuck my ball. So she's up down the stairs sulking a little bit. And with me doing this, she can't sit on my knee because she does like cutching. But she'll only cutch if I'm sat here. If I'm sat in the front room, which when I think, well, you can sit on my knee, she never bothers. But on here, she likes to cutch. So I probably bored you with that, haven't I? I thought I'd tell you a little bit about my little family. My husband Grant, he works in Hereford in a place called Warehouse 701, which is like a reclamation yard. So he's like a kid in a sweetie shop in there, because he designs furniture, well, he makes whatever he wants there. You can go in and just pick off the shelves what he wants, and he makes it, which he absolutely loves. But unfortunately, he's had a bad run the last 8 months. He's okay now, but last year in June, he nearly sliced his old hand off here. chainsaw accident. And then 17 days later, bless him, he had a heart attack, and he's only, well, he was 52 then. He's 53 now. So he was off for a few months for his hand to heal, and then with the heart as well. And then if anybody knows my husband, he is one of the most healthiest people I know. And you know, he doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, he's got no real bad habits, doesn't eat a lot of chocolate or sweets or anything like that. So we just thought that it was just a bit of a fluke, that it was something from the accident, you know, maybe the stress of it all, why he had the heart attack. So he was airlifted twice in 17 days. He did make it in the paper because of it, bless him, which he was mortified. But he said he couldn't say no because it helps the air ambulance, the more publicity they get. But last Monday, he's been great since he's been back to work. And last Monday morning, I could hear him, this mumbling at 5:30 in the morning. I thought, what's he doing downstairs? Because he's usually doing his breakfast at that time in the morning. So I come, shot out of bed because I thought, well, as best I can, the way I walk. And I come down the stairs, and he was sort of slumped over a bit over there on one seat. Could hardly talk, all slurred. He said he thought he was having a stroke, and he did sound really funny. So I phoned 999, phoned them. They said, oh, we'll get an ambulance to you as soon as we can. And then he said he couldn't feel his legs, he couldn't use his legs, and he couldn't coordinate the right side of his arm. I thought, oh shoot. So I'm on the phone to the 999, who fair play stayed with me on the phone the whole time. And his Grant slurred got worse and worse, where he couldn't even find words. But the ambulance had to come from quite a way away, so it took him about 50 minutes or more to get here. But by the time, you know, you phoned so it'd been phoned 999 and gone through it all with them, it'd probably been over an hour. Well, by the time they got here, thankfully his speech had come back. His legs, trying to walk, he couldn't walk very well. So he got carted off to Hereford, which is about an hour away, so I let him go off so I could sort the kids. And thankfully he only had a mini stroke, and everything did rectify itself within a few hours. And I mean, he feels fine, he felt fine that night, but they found out that it isn't, he gets blood clots. They'd taken him off the thinners about a month ago, and they found out that his blood sticks together to form clots. He's got a genetic problem, which we didn't know. And then as you research into the history of the family, you find out that yes, there was a problem with people having strokes and heart attacks and things to do with clots and brain hemorrhages and stuff. So they've put him back on the blood thinners now for life, and so he should be, hopefully, all okay now. So they said that's why he had the heart attack, was because of his blood and the mini stroke. So hopefully now he's got back on his blood thinners. But my husband being my husband, he doesn't do things by half, bless him. So yeah, was it Tuesday or Wednesday? No, Wednesday night. He's a wood carver. He carves a lot of things by hand, the old ways, with the old carving tools. And he was sat in my kitchen carving a little spoon or something. And I said, oh, you need to take your tablet. He said, yeah, I'll take it now. It's night time one. And silly bugger put the knife on his leg. And I was just about to say, you're going to cut yourself. The knife went to, it was a little tiny blade about that big, but it's razor sharp. Went to fall, and instead of letting it drop, there's his legs, it's on here, and he went like that. So the knife went doink into his thigh, and I'm thinking, ah! So blood started squirting everywhere, so I had to put a pressure bandage on that. I did get it under control, but I said to him, you can't afford to do silly things like that now. You're on blood thinners, you silly sod. So I told him he's got to be extra careful now. But the bruises, he looks like I've beaten him black and blue, bless him. He's got bruises everywhere. Oh, but never mind. Yeah, but we're back to normal this week. Everybody's back to where they should be and doing what they should be doing. So everybody's okay, as they say. So what do you think so far? That's all right. I have got, look on here, I've had a go at the 3-placer. I had a go here, but I don't know whether I like it or not. I think it's something you've got to practice at. So used to putting stuff in one by one, but I suppose it was, when you've got a big area of one colour, I thought it'd be thing, but I never seem to place them, you know, that it looks even. But I suppose the more I practice. So any tips on using these 3-placers? I haven't got any bigger because I think this is the first one I had on one of the kits that I nicked out of another kit that came, I think, but I thought I'd have a go at it. Now Jessie, she's doing one, and she used it, and from the first lot she put down, perfect. Not a problem. She whizzed with one of these. She thought it was great. So maybe it's just the way I do it. And I suppose I've got old eyes, 52. My eyes are like not brilliant. Even with my glasses on, I think I need new glasses. Yeah, so I've been doing diamond painting. I think it was November I found diamond painting. So as I said, I'm still pretty new at it. But I do love it, absolutely love it. I just love the way a picture comes together. And especially then you stand back and you go, because you're never quite sure when you're doing it. And then you stand back and then you go, wow. And then somebody else comes in and looks at it and goes, wow, have you done that? And then you quite thought, yeah, it's quite addictive, I think. And then you watch all these lovely ladies opening new ones that they've bought, and I thinking, oh, I like that one. Oh, I like that one. Oh, yes, I really like that one. So my wish list I've got on the go in on different shops is growing bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I've not ordered anything off AliExpress yet, so that's my next thing, because everybody said don't bother because it was their Chinese New Year. Sorry, that's my computer. So I'm going to have a look, I think this week sometime, and then decide which ones I'm gonna order, just to see what it's like coming off AliExpress and see what that's like. Yeah, so as I say, weather here is sunny, believe it or not. Blue skies, sunny, but quite cold. You know, you need your coat and your scarf today. A lot of cars coming up and down our street. We get a lot of learners up and down our street, stopping and starting outside the house. Don't know why they always seem to pick outside our house, but they do. I don't know, you know when you have that feeling, oh heck, have I got the right colour? That just went through me then. I thought I didn't check before I started. That's always my biggest fear when I'm doing this, that I pick the wrong colour up or something, or start putting them in the wrong letter or number, or what is it? You know, if it's an arrow or a dot or a line or a, you know, so I tend to double check, recheck, and as I'm going along, recheck again. As you see, my rows aren't particularly, I can't get them straight, but it's as straight as I can get them. I think it looks all right. And as I say, it's going in our house, so I'm going to frame it. I've asked hubby to get me some reclaimed floorboards from his works, and I'm going to cut them up, and I'm going to make my own frame with his help, obviously. For this today. So I suppose if you were selling them or something for a living, then you'd probably have to make sure they were quite straightish. But I do try to get them straight. It's just they don't always go where I think I'm placing them. Because every one I put, I think I've got it dead centre, and then there's a look after I've put it down to, oops, a daisy, that's not quite in the middle. There you go. Alright, I'll say love you and leave you all for now. And I might do another one of these if I haven't bored you. I might come back and do another chat, and we'll find some subjects that we can all chat about while we're doing this. Alright, take care, look after yourselves, and see you all soon. Bye.